Good afternoon, everybody. We're going to do a harvest lunch from some of the things that we got out of the garden today. First, I tasted that cucumber just to see if there was any bitterness, and there wasn't, so I decided to use the skin as well as the flesh. I was trying out this peeler that is supposed to make julienne slices, but it wasn't working out so well, so I went to my next device, and you'll see I had varying success with that one as well. The inspiration for this salad came from a sushi restaurant in the Wilmington, North Carolina area, and it was refreshing and delicious, and I thought I would make my spin on it. Sometimes it was just easier to use good knife skills instead of trendy little gadgets. So that was one cucumber down, and then I decided to add a small miniature white cucumber that I picked on the young side. I just couldn't wait any longer, and it was absolutely delicious, very, very sweet, and I can't wait for more of those to ripen on the vine. Next, I'm taking a jalapeno, also from the garden. It is a mild jalapeno, so I included the seeds as well as the ribs. I will say that it did have a bit of heat. When I tasted the little end there, it didn't seem so hot, but once I got all the seeds and the ribs in there, it had a good amount of heat. It was the proper amount of heat for me. Trying to get these in as tiny a dice as I can, just so that I don't blow my own head off with my cooking. Next, we're going in with some Thai basil. Thai basil is one of the summertime staples in my garden. It reseeds very, very readily, so I try to catch it before it blows all over the yard, all over the garden. Most of the time unsuccessfully, but in the middle of the winter, I miss it when we don't have it. This year I said I would make sure to preserve more Thai basil so that we can enjoy it all year long. Now here we just have a few garlic chives. Also from the garden. Oftentimes when I bring in produce from the garden and it's very warm outside, I will rinse them off and then put them in a bowl of cool water, and that will keep them nice and fresh until I need to use them in the recipe. This is a lime. Unfortunately, it is not from my lime trees yet. They still have a little ways to go, but hopefully one day. So we'll give that a little mix. I use the entire juice of one whole lime because I like tart flavors, but you could use half if that is too sour for you. Now, to add a little protein to this, I had some leftover baked chicken thighs. They were seasoned simply with a variety of shelf-stable herbs and spices. I can't remember exactly, but there wasn't a specific flavor profile to this chicken. It was kind of neutral. So garlic, onions, that kind of thing. You could use any protein that you'd like. Tofu may even work in here as well. But I think a more firm tofu would probably be a good choice. Now we're adding some ponzu sauce. You could add fish sauce. I enjoy the flavor of ponzu sauce. Then I was adding some soy sauce. Tamari is also a good option. Usually I use tamari, but right now I had ponzu and soy sauce, and that's what I used for seasoning. And you really don't need a lot because the vegetables are so fresh and so flavorful, and the lime really gives it a nice kick. And that is your completed dish. Now, our side dish for that salad is using some golden nugget tomatoes, also from our garden. And my new favorite herb of the year, which is lemon basil. It's my first time growing lemon basil, and I am hooked. It is absolutely delicious. I think everybody should grow it. I got these golden nuggets tomatoes from a plant start at a local nursery last year. I saved some of the seeds because they were my favorite. And so far, they were the first cherry tomatoes to become ripe, and they're just as delicious as they were last year. Add a little sea salt, cracked pepper, Gonna take some of that lemon basil and give it a nice chop. Got a little visitor. She smells food. She wants to come investigate. Give that a little stir. Taste it for seasoning. I think I needed to add a little more pepper. And that is the dish completed. So that is my harvest lunch. I hope you guys enjoyed. And thanks for watching. Happy gardening.